Ali was a shy student. He never spoken up in his class, even when he knew the answers to the questions of the teacher. One day, the teacher asked a question that no one else answered. For the first time, Ali hesitantly raised his hand and stood up to give the answer. Everyone else was looking at Ali. And guess what? His answer was correct. The teacher praised Ali for his response and it made him feel good. So next time, whenever Ali was in class and he knew the answers to the questions, he would raise his hand again with the expectation that after answering correctly, he will once again experience the praise of teacher. Because his response in the situation led to a positive outcome, the likelihood of repeating the same behavior will increase. Imagine similar experience in your life. If you work long hours to ensure that you meet a deadline for an important client, and if your boss recognizes and praises your efforts, this will make it more likely for you to work long hours whenever your next deadline is approaching. What we understand from these examples is that the positive outcome of a response has increased the likelihood of repetitions of same responses. Now imagine another situation. You are driving a car and you are speeding up your car more than the allowed speed limit of the highway. So you get a ticket, a fine, a penalty for speeding up. Therefore, it will make it less likely for you to speed up in the future. For you to speed up in future. You will not speed up in future because you got a penalty. What we are talking about here is an explanation of the psychological term, the law of effect. The law of effect was proposed by Edward Thorndike. Edward Thorndike was an American psychologist. Edward Thorndike was born in 1874 and died in 1949. The law of effect says that behaviors that lead to satisfaction in a specific situation are likely to be repeated when the same situation comes again. And behaviors that lead to discomfort in a specific situation are less likely to be repeated when the same situation happens again. Thorndike had a major influence on behaviorism. The pioneer of behaviorism, B.F. Skinner, built his ideas about operant conditioning based on the law of effect. In his experiments, Thorndike used the puzzle boxes to study how animals learn. The boxes were closed but contained a small lever. When the lever was pressed, it would allow the animal to escape. Thorndike would place a cat inside the puzzle box and then place a piece of meat outside the box. He would then observe the animal's efforts to escape to obtain the food. He recorded how long each animal took to figure out how to free itself from the box. Eventually, the cats would press the lever and the door would open so that the animal could receive the reward. Even though first pressing the lever happened by accident, the cats became likely to repeat it because they had received an award in a form of the meat, and that also immediately after performing the action. Thorndike noted that with each trial, the cats became much faster at opening the door because pressing the lever had led to a favorable outcome. The cats were much more likely to perform the behavior again in the future.